What's up, sorcerers? It's Fabio Potent. You know this, bringing you guys today a Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 143 discussion. We live reacted to the chapter yesterday. Shit was crazy. What did we learn? Now you're a bitch. Yuji's past. Yuta's the edgelord. Megumi's here. And the culling art. We're going to talk about all this shit in the video. Alright guys, no video today because I'm a lazy bum. I got a script, so I'd rather just record it. I'm kind of feeling just tired and shit, but we're gonna do this though. So, let's talk about chapter 143 of Jujutsu Kaisen. So the chapter starts off, well, what I called basically last week. And I said that I thought this would happen last week, that Naoya, he was done. He was done. Like, there was no, I thought Chozo ended him. He would have killed him, basically. We get confirmed here that in this chapter, without Yuta's presence, Chozo would have washed this nigga and put him on a shirt and killed him. And I'm glad Gege showed this, because when we first see Naoya, he gets introduced and he's disgusting. He's talking down on Maki. He's talking about Mai, seeing them less than as because the women. Says that his brothers are not shit. This nigga talking big. I'm gonna be the head of the Zenin clan. I'm gonna be the one to kill Megumi Zenin and take over his place. Me, look at I. No, you're a bum. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is not any. I know Chozo's strong as fuck, but this is not potential. Like, okay, I'm gonna be the head. Like, you was over arrogant, overconfident, and I'm glad that Gege showed it quickly that, yeah, he's not hot shit. He's not shit. He's not shit. Yeah, it's just not shit. Well, Chozo, being half cursed spirit, half human or whatever, his blood went into Naoya's body, and Naoya's body began to reject it. He started thus throwing up. And the only reason he survives is because our boy edgelord Yuta uses reverse technique on him. And it's funny when he looks up to him because he's on his lag's leg and he's like, damn. He's like, I'm about to die if it wasn't for this dude right here. Now, next we get probably the biggest bombshell this chapter, and that's the reveal of Yuji's parents. Well, we see his father, and then we see quote-unquote what we believe to be his mother, or some person impersonating the imposter to be his mother. We know his father's name is Jin. That's what we know. His name is Jin, and we know Yuji's name is Yuji. And now, Yuji's grandfather said something interesting. He says, I know you wanted a child. That didn't happen with Kori, but her death was. And then he gets cut off. Father-in-law, what are you talking about? And then we see a woman with stitches across her forehead looking creepy as hell. I'm assuming this is Kiori. I think this is Yuji's mom, but the brain is inside of Yuji's mom now. And now whoever this brain is now Yuji's mother, and it's also Chozo's father. It's some weird shit. And this makes me think back to chapter 136, when the pseudo-ghetto, the ghetto inside the brain says, the answer is always flickering darkly in chaos. Do you understand? What I should have created was chaos that not even I could control. And when he said that at first, I know he's been manipulating everything from the start. Placing the fingers, making sure you're getting all these things in order. But I still was confused what he meant by chaos. Chaos that he couldn't even control. And now I'm starting to understand. I don't know what this entity is, or what their end goal is, or what they truly want. But this shit is crazy, fam. It's crazy. So even before chapter 0, everything was in play. Everything was fell in play already from before the series had even begun. Everything was already in motion from this individual's plan that we don't know. It's not Noritoshi Kamo because he already had the stitches. It's not this person. It's not Ghetto. Who is this and what do they want? But they also know Sukuna as well. So they're very ancient. Very, very ancient. And man, the manipulation and everything that it caused, the chaos that they couldn't even control, everything, manipulating the whole series since before this even begun is crazy. It's crazy, man. Gege's moving. Jujutsu Kaisen is moving. The series is hitting another gear now. This is a big reveal. We might also be getting closer to that whole dream manipulation shit and so on. The scene overall is a little bit disturbing to me. I can't wait to see how it's done in the anime. I said that once, I think. I'm not sure, but just the music that they might play in the background as this is happening. It's going to be very ominous, very creepy. And it almost seems like Yuji's father, Jin, is underneath some type of spell or some type of... Or he just maybe doesn't care. I don't know. His dad is very aware that this is not... That something is abrupt. And that he wanted a son, an old child, but... Something is just happening. And this is weird. But... Yuji wakes up after that. It was a quick scene. And Yuji wakes up. And it's kind of funny. He wakes up. Yuda's sitting there like an edgelord in front of the shadow, in front of the fire, all shadowy and shit, looking like hella OP and shit. And then he just starts laughing like, "Oh, what a relief! You survived. Thank God you're okay." Little comedic relief after that weird scene that we had just gotten. I think Yuda sees a bit of himself in Yuji and tries to lighten the burden of him. But Megumi comes out of the cut, and makes sense. Him and Yuda maybe talked. Maybe made a deal, and he wants him and Yuji to return to Jujutsu Kai with the others, and Yuji replies like the obvious, I kill people, there's no way. And I love Megumi's response here, that it wasn't just your fault alone, it was our fault. Don't be selfish and give up all alone. It reminds me back to the Origin of Obedience arc, in which Nobara did something similar. And saying that we're accomplices and that we're into this together. Now, she wasn't nearly as open and forward about it as Megumi is, but the sentiment is the same, that she wouldn't let Yuji carry this burden alone. And I love just Yuji's friends being there for him. Now, Megumi asked for Yuji's help to help save his sister from this event called the Culling Game. He says that Noritoshi Kamo has made plans for those involved with Jujutsu to face off in a Culling Game, and Tsumuki is entered in that. And we see a man covered in blood in a suit. I have no idea who this is. Didn't mean to get too close to the mic. I have no idea who this is. And we see Tsumuki. She's looking gorgeous, by the way. I'm sorry, Megumi. Your sister looking fine. Hair looking on point. And then we get the rules of the Culling Game, which I guess I saw a lot of people say they weren't going to read, but it wasn't even that much. I don't know. I guess niggas can't read. But we get the rules. And the most interesting rule, to me, it would be Rule 6, which would be excluding the point value of a player's own life. Players may expend 100 points to negotiate with the game master to add one new rule to the Culling Game. And I guess rule number 7 will be the second most important. In accordance with the previous rule, the game master must accept any proposed new rule unless it has a marked and long-lasting effect on the Culling Game. Niggas are going to manipulate that. Somebody's going to manipulate that. The rules are going to get bended and fucked up. And also, you have to partake in the game and your points can't stay the same. Very interesting rules in the game. So we're going to get a shonen tournament arc, and people are going to be in it for many different reasons. And I can't wait to see the reunion between Megumi and his sister. Like, how is that gonna go? And she's gonna be just as like a Yuji too. So like, oh man, it's gonna be so interesting to see how all of this comes together in Jujutsu Kaisen 1, chapter 143. Overall, this was a really solid chapter to me. It was what I needed. I just needed something to be a little bit more slow, not as much action, right now. I needed some more exposition, some more dialogue, some more characters just talking. I hope we get even more setup next week. I hope we get even more setup. Where's Maki? Where's Nobara? Stop playing with me, Gege. Tell me my girls is okay. Where's my two? All of them. We gotta know. A lot of people are fucked up. I want to know. I want to see how the Jujutsu world is reacting to Megumi being announced the head of the Zenin clan. I want to know how the Jujutsu world is reacting to Yuji's fake death once again. I want to know all of this, and I cannot wait for it. Jujutsu Kaisen is heating up. Somehow, are we going to surpass the Shibuya event with the Culling Game? We'll see. I'm gonna just keep my expectations where they are, which is nothing, and just accept what I get. But I think we have something to be excited for. The series overall, it keeps getting better and better as we go on. The community is growing. The anime is hype. What could you not ask for? You know what I mean? It's only eventually until we get a video game. I just hope it's good. Without further ado, though, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought of chapter 143 of Jujutsu Kaisen. You enjoy it? You thought it was good? We like, man, this shit was kind of mid. I was expecting more action. I'm pretty sure everybody's just gonna go crazy over the flashback, even though it's not that much. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought. And if you didn't like it, tell me what you thought too. I'm Fabio Potent. I'll see y'all in the next one.